You provide me with inspiration. I know I'm in the right direction. You're always there, come sun, come rain.
Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burby's 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Good morning with your morning newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. As Guyana continues to ignore the advice of financial institutions regarding cheap loans from Chinese lending institutions, the most recently released quarterly Bank of Ghana report has revealed that the country's external debt is overtaken by the money it borrowed from China. In the bank's first quarter report, it was noted that the China Exim Bank accounts for 39.5% of the country's total external debt. Additionally, debt repayment to the China Exim Bank accounted for 82% of debt repayments to bilateral creditors. And where former Finance Minister Winston Jordan has highlighted efforts made by the previous APNU-AFC government to work assiduously in preparation for the development of the country's oil and gas industry, he has expressed worry over what he believes is the apparent backsliding of the current administration to have crucial legislation and policies to continue the work that was started to protect Guyana. Jordan acknowledged a number of loose ends, including the absence of key mechanisms within the local oil and gas sector, which he insists are not working in the best interest of the state. And 2 weeks ago, Vice President Bauer Jagdeo addressed the issue of contract bundling by the oil companies, inserting that the government will address the matter. However, opposition leader Aubrey Norton believes that this is another empty promise made by Jagdeo, even as local businesses continue to decry the situation, which the local content secretariat has noted is simply an industry norm. Norton believes that a strategic method of addressing this particular issue would be to first listen to the concerns raised before moving to identify measures to iron out those. And the International Decade for People of African Descent Assembly Guyana has submitted financial documents as required by the Minister of Culture following damning accusations about the body's financial accountability by Vice President Bauer Jagdeo some 2 weeks ago. The Vice President accused the organization and its members, specifically its chairman Vincent Alexander, of pocketing tax dollars from a $500 million sum that was handed to the organization by the state to address issues facing Afro-Guyanese. And China Harbor Engineering Company, the contractor that was awarded the Chedijagan International Airport Expansion Project, is one of the two Chinese-owned companies vying for the contract to complete the upgrades of the East Coast Demerara Highway. The highway upgrade project is one being undertaken by the Ministry of Public Works. This project, according to the ministry, is for the completion of the Phase 2 of the East Coast Demerara Road Widening and Improvement Project from Annandale to Mahaika, and the construction of a 4-lane road along the railway embankment corridor from Sheriff Street to Orange Nassau. And to wrap things up, a fishing trip out at sea turned into a bizarre mishap on Thursday night after a fisherman got struck by lightning, resulting in him falling overboard and disappearing. Feared dead is 28-year-old Hemnarine Chanterdeo, also known as Ravin. The man, who is married to 25-year-old Jamila Cyril, with whom he shares 2 daughters, ages 6 and 2, was reportedly out fishing with his brother Navindra and another fisherman known as Ramel when tragedy struck. And that brings us to the end of this morning's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and want